So in the previous session, we have discussed about the Salesforce account overview, and we have discussed what are the various user interfaces that we have in Salesforce, and what exactly the classic user interface, what is lightning user interface, what is the major difference between these two, we have discussed in the previous session. And yesterday we have discussed about the complete Salesforce account overview. So what are the various features that we have in my Salesforce org? What built-in applications that we have in Salesforce? And what is the use of each application? And what features they have introduced in terms of communities? And what are the various communities that we have from Salesforce? And what is a trailhead account? And what is developer community? What is app exchange? All these things yesterday we have discussed. And yesterday we have discussed about the concept of tabs. So what exactly the tab and what it indicates, what we can do with the help of tabs in Salesforce, we have discussed in the previous session theoretically. Today we'll see the practical concept also, how can we customize. So what exactly a tab basically? What do you mean by a tab? Hmm. Tab provides what? So tab provides a collection of graphical user interfaces. Tab provides a collection of graphical user interfaces. So what is the use of these graphical user interfaces? These are used to interact with your Salesforce object and to perform the operations. That means once a table has been designed, once a table has been designed with the required fields, once a table has been designed with the required fields inside the table, in order to insert the records, in order to update the records, in order to delete, in order to view the records, whatever the user interfaces are required, the combination of all these user interfaces will be called as a tab. So, tab is nothing but a collection of graphical user interfaces which we can use to manage the records inside the object. So, by using this tab, we can insert some new records, we can modify the existing records, we can delete some unused records, and we can view the records also. So, we can perform all these DML operations on your object records with the help of tab. So for each object, Salesforce provides a tab. For each object, Salesforce provides a tab where object name will be in singular format, tab name will be in plural format. Why Salesforce is following this notation? Because with the help of this tab, not only managing one record, we can manage multiple records also. We can insert multiple records also. We can update multiple records also. We can delete multiple records also. We can view the multiple records also. That means we are performing the operations on multiple records. Multiple means plural. So that Salesforce is following the notation, object name will be always in singular format, tab name will be in plural format. Okay, yesterday we have discussed about this concept also over here. Now, so now tell me in this case here, for example, I have account object. Now tell me for this account object, what is the tab name? Accounts. Okay, accounts tab. This is the tab name. Now, for the contact object, what is the tab name? Contacts.
Contact.
For opportunity object, what is the tab name? Opportunities.
opportunities,
It is
For the case object, we have a tab that is called as cases.
cases.
Like that here, for each object, Salesforce provides a separated tab. That means what we can do by using this accounts tab, we can manage account records. That means if you want to create some new account records or to modify the existing records, to delete the existing account records, to view the account records, use the help of accounts tab. Okay. So whenever if you want to manage some case records, if you want to raise a new case, that means to raise a new complaint, to modify the existing case details, to delete the existing case, to view the case record details, we have to use the help of this cases tab. So each tab provides a collection of graphical user interfaces to be used to manage the records in the associated object. So object names are in singular format and the tab names are in plural format. This is a notation following by Salesforce. Okay, understood the concept over here? Now, let's see in this case. Now, whatever the tabs that we have, all the tabs will be visible on the tab bar. So this is the tab bar which has been given by Salesforce as part of my sales application, because the currently accessing application is sales. Now, as part of this sales application, we can able to access all these tabs. But in some cases, you can raise a question, sir, I don't want to show all these tabs. Every day in my business activities, I'm using these campaigns, leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities, cases, and the solutions. These are the various objects that I'm interacting in my daily business activities. In my daily business activities, these are the various objects that we're interacting. So I want to keep these tabs as it is on my tab bar, but the remaining unused tabs I want to remove from my tab bar over here. Can we delete these tabs from the tab bar? Can we delete them? Yes, there is a possibility. We can customize them. Okay, we can customize these features by using mouse clicks itself. Whatever the tabs you want to make it visible, just we can keep it as it is. Remaining tabs we can remove from your tab bar also. That facility is available. Then how can we remove these tabs? How can we customize these tabs? Now let's see with a practical use case. Okay, understood the concept here? Simple concept. So now because it may be any application also, okay, any application related to Java, .NET, okay, SAP, anything. So these applications are using to store their business related data. In order to store the data, they're having some tables. Because tables is the place or the repositories where we can store the data permanently with security. So if you want to store some data, if you want to manage the data in the table, we need some user interfaces. Now, in Salesforce, those user interfaces is called as tab. So tab provides a collection of graphical user interfaces, or simply we can say screens. Instead of using this word graphical user interface, we can call it as screen. So Salesforce provides a collection of tabs. So tab provides a collection of user interfaces which we can use to manage the records inside your object. So for each object, Salesforce provides a separated tab where object name will be in singular format, tab name will be in plural format. Okay, clear? Now, make a note of this one. Tab. Salesforce provides a collection of built-in applications as part of Salesforce CRM, as part of CRM. That is sales, service, marketing, content, charter, communities, etc. By using these applications, we can manage the business or organization specific data. Now, to store the data, Salesforce provides a collection of built-in objects. Collection of built-in objects. These are called as tables. For example, campaign, lead, account, contact, opportunity, case, solution, order, contract, product, etc. etc. Now, to manage the records inside the objects, we have to use the help of tabs. We have to use the help of tabs. So tab provides a collection of graphical user interfaces. Tab provides a collection of graphical user interfaces which are used to manage the records inside the object. By using tab, we can perform all the DML operations. DML stands for data manipulation language. We can perform all the DML operations on the object records. That is, we can perform insert, update, delete, undelete, view operations on the records. Now, Salesforce provides a separated tab for each object where the object name should be in singular format and tab name should be in plural format as below. Done up to this part? Now, we are having this a campaign object, lead object, account, contact, opportunity, case, order, etc. So for each object, Salesforce provides a separated tab. For the campaign object, we have a tab called as campaigns. For lead, leads tab. For account, accounts tab. For contact, contacts tab. Opportunity, opportunities. Case, cases. Order, orders tab. So for each object, Salesforce is providing a separated tab where the object name is in singular format and the tab name will be in plural format. This is the notation following by Salesforce because just by looking into the name itself, we can understand is it an object, is it a tab. Now, now tell me, did you get the clarity between object and a tab? Object means what? Simply table to store the data, which contains some columns. Tab means what? Screens, user interfaces. Okay? Understood the concept here? Object means the actual database table which stores the data. And the tab means user interfaces, screens which are visible to user. Okay? Done with these points? Next. Now let's see. So whenever we are selecting an application, the application related tabs will be visible on the tab bar. But whatever the tabs are visible on the tab bar, we can customize. Okay, we can customize. That means whenever I'm selecting this application sales, the sales application related tabs are visible on the tab bar. So now here you can raise a question. So these are the only tabs that we have for this sales application? No, not only these tabs, we have so many other tabs are also available. Not only the chatter, campaigns, leads, accounts, opportunities, solutions, products, reports, and dashboards. Not only these tabs, we have so many other tabs are also available, but because of the lack of the space, it is unable to show all the tabs. That's what it is indicating the plus symbol. So the plus symbol is called as what? Hmm. That means all tabs. Okay, plus symbol is called as all tabs option. So these are the tabs are currently visible on the tab bar. If you want to see all the tabs available inside this application, then just you can click on plus symbol and we can see all the tabs available inside your org. Inside my organization, whatever the tabs are available, all the tabs we can see by click on plus symbol. And then we can customize the tabs whatever you want over here. Okay? Now, so depends upon the requirement, we can customize this tab also. By default, all the tabs are visible on the tab bar over here. But in some cases, you can raise a question, sir, I want to customize them. I want to remove some of the tabs from this tab bar. Do we have any facility? Yes. Whatever the features given by Salesforce by default, we can customize them according to our business. Because whatever the sales application given by Salesforce, this is sales application is using by so many organizations, so many clients. But all the people may not be having the same processes. Company to company, organization to organization, their policies will be different. Their terms and conditions will be different. Their strategies will be getting different. So at that time, they need some changes in the applications as well. According to the client, according to the business, we have to make the changes in the application also. We need to customize them. So in this case, whatever the tabs are visible on the tab bar, we no need to represent all the tabs on the tab bar. Okay, we can customize them according to our business. So whatever the tabs are required, just we can able to place them on the tab bar. Remaining unused tabs, okay, just we can remove them from the tab bar also, so that we can make our user interface simple and lightweight, so that we can reduce that, okay, performance issues. Okay, now, so in this case, how can we customize the tabs to be visible on the tab bar? Now let me show you with the practical over here. Now let me give you the navigation first, then I will show you that how can we customize this. Okay, now let's see. Make a note. By default, all the tabs will be visible on the tab bar, and we can customize the tabs to be visible on the tab bar based on the need as below. How can we customize the tabs to be visible on the tab bar? Now let's see. Go to the tab bar and click on plus symbol. That means all tabs option. Go to the tab bar and click on plus symbol. Click on customize my tabs button. Click on customize my tabs button. Select the required tabs to be visible on the tab bar by using add or remove buttons. Arrange the tabs in the required order by using up or down navigation buttons. And click on save button. So this is the navigation we used to follow in order to customize the tabs to be visible on the tab bar. What tabs you would like to represent, in which order you would like to represent, okay, we can customize based on the client's requirement just by using mouse clicks. Now, here please remember a point here that yesterday also I told you. Removing the tab from the tab bar means we are not removing the tab from the application. Tab will be there, but just we are going to be hiding from the display purpose, because right now the tab is not required for me, so I'm hiding it over here. In future, if we need the tab, then we can again go back to the tab bar customization. We can add the tab back to the tab bar also. So for that reason, just we are going to be hiding them. Like for example, when you go to your smartphones also, in your smartphone, you might be having so many applications might be installed. Banking related applications, WhatsApp application, and then like some Facebook application, Instagram, YouTube, and then everything. Now tell me, on the home screen, all the applications are visible. On the home screen of your mobile, all the applications are visible? No. We can show only the important applications, like as call application, message application also, and then camera application also, and then we're placing some gallery application also. Some 4 to 5 application we are making it visible on the home screen. Remaining we can see later. Here by click on that waffle icon, we can see the remaining applications. Like the similar way, whatever the tabs you want to make it visible, just we can able to represent them. Remaining we can remove from the tab bar also. That means we can make it hide. Now, then how can we customize these tabs? Now let me show you with the practical use case. Done with the navigation? Now let's see. For example, I'm going to my Salesforce org. Today, my client asked me to customize this tabs on the tab bar because as part of their sales business, they would like to use only the campaigns, leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities. Along with they ask us to place the cases and the solutions also. Now, so once a business has been done, they want to generate some reports and the dashboards also. They want to configure some reports. For that one, these are the tabs they ask us to display on the tab bar. Remaining tabs they don't want here. They don't want charter. They don't want forecast, contracts, orders, products. They ask us to remove these unnecessary tabs from the tab bar so that I can make my user interface simple and lightweight. Okay, now, so in this case, how can we customize? Just you can go to the tab bar, click on plus symbol, that means all tabs option. Click on plus symbol. Now, these are the various tabs are available for your Salesforce organization. Now tell me, all these tabs can we accommodate on the tab bar here? No, we don't have that much of space. That's what here, even though it is having these many number of tabs, it is showing only some important or commonly utilizing tabs on the tab bar. Remaining tabs we can see by using this plus symbol. That means all tabs option. Now, so in this case, I would like to customize these tabs from the tab bar. I don't want some tabs, I want to remove them. So just you can click on customize my tabs button. Click on this button, customize my tabs. Click on customize my tabs button. Now here we are having the pick list control. That means two list boxes are available. Now here we are having available tabs. That means what tabs that we can use in the sales application, what tabs are currently selected for this application right now. Available tabs, selected tabs. By default, it is showing all these tabs over here. But I don't want to show all. I want to remove some of the options here. If you want to add some new tabs, then we can add by using this add button. If you want to remove some tabs, then you can remove them over here by using this, okay, remove tab over here. Depends upon the requirement. So in order to add or remove these tabs, we are using this add or remove buttons. Once the tabs has been selected, if you want to arrange the tabs in the specific order, then we are using the help of up and down navigation buttons. Based on the client's need, we can able to arrange these tabs also in the required order. That facility is available here. Now let me show you. Now as part of my application, I want to show the home tab. This is the default one. We can't remove this one. I don't want charter. Select this one, click on remove. I don't want. I want to show campaigns, leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities. Next, I don't want forecast, contracts, orders. So just you can hold the control key inside your keyboard, select the multiple tabs also over here. Multiple tab names also we can select, click on remove. So we can remove multiple options in one shot. Next, I don't want the products over here. I'm removing that. If you don't want reports and dashboards also, just you can able to remove this here. Whatever the tabs are required, so that just you can place them on the tab bar. Remaining we can hide it from the display purpose. Now, so now in this case, just we can able to select the required tabs to be visible on the tab bar. Clear up to this one? Next. Now here I have a small question. Now tell me, sometimes my client is raising a requirement. They want us to show home tab first, then campaigns, then leads. And then they ask us to place case, and the solution here. At the last, they want to show accounts, contacts, opportunities. Can we arrange them in the required order?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
We have this up and down navigation button. With the help of this up and down navigation buttons, we can arrange the tabs in the required order as well. Why? Because clients are very, very specific to the order. If I say, even though the cases tab is visible, okay, after opportunity, okay, they won't focus on that part here. So they are going to be insisting you that I want to place cases should be visible after the lead. Even though the cases tab is visible after opportunities on the tab bar, okay, they won't bother about that. No, they won't accept that. They want us to place that, okay, the tabs in the required order. Clients are very, very specific to the order. Based on the client requirement, we need to arrange them. Because as a developer, it's our responsibility. We need to build application according to the client requirement. Because once application development has been done, who will use that application? Client. This application is not built for myself. This application is built for that client. So according to the client requirement, we have to customize. Now, so in that case, clients are very, very specific to the order. Based on that order requested by the client, we need to arrange them. Suppose if you want to show cases and solution after the leads, just you can select them, click on up button. So we can keep on move it up. So we can able to see those tabs in the required order. If the client asks us to place at the last, just you can able to move it down. So we can arrange the tabs in the required order very, very well. Okay, next. Once you are done with this selecting the options, once you are done with the arranging the options in the required order, click on save button. As soon as once you click on save button, now the tab bar will be getting customized. So now observe this one. When you go to this tab bar, we can able to see only these tabs. Remaining tabs has been erased. The tabs has been hidden. So we are able to see the campaigns, leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities, cases, and the solutions. In future, after some time, if you want some tabs again back to be added to the tab bar, we can do. At any point of time, we can customize. We can remove them, we can add them also over here. Okay? Clear? Now. So this is how we can customize the tabs to be visible on the tab bar here. Okay? Now,
Excuse me,
next
sir.
one. Let's see. Let me explain one more small feature over here. Now tell me in this case, by using this accounts tab, what we can do? Right. That means by using this accounts tab, we can able to use all the user interfaces given by the accounts tab so that we can create some new account records, we can modify the account records, we can delete the records, we can view the records. By using this opportunities tab, what we can do? We can manage opportunity records. By using leads tab, what we can do? We can manage lead records. By using this solutions tab, we can manage solution object records. Okay, clear? Now, now let's see. Come to a small scenario. For example, we are come up with some latest models of products as part of our organization. Assume that I'm a Dell employee. I'm working for Dell. So recently we have introduced some latest models of products into the market with some new good designs, with some new features, new configurations, new colors, and the new prices. So now in this case here, regarding those new products, we have conducted some campaigns today. During that campaign, a lead person showed interest. Okay, during that campaign, a lead person showed interest. So now tell me, whenever a lead person showed interest, okay, in our product or service, what we have to do? We have to collect the lead person's data. We have to store. In which object we can store the lead data now? Lead object here. Okay, all the lead records data will be storing in lead object. Now, so now to store the data in the lead object, we are using the help of leads tab. Because the leads tab is used to create some new lead records, to modify the lead records, to delete the lead records, to view the lead records. So now I want to create a new lead record. Assume that we are conducting a campaign today. In that campaign, a person showed interest. Assume that he is the person. He is the first lead who showed interested in our product or service. Now, in this case, I'm collecting this lead person details I would like to store. In order to manage the lead records data, I'm using Leads tab. So click on Leads tab. So as soon as once I click on this Leads tab, now the tab home page will be getting visible. This is the tab home page. This is the tab home page. As soon as once I click on this Leads tab, it is opening the tab home page over here. Like for example, whenever we are switch on that mobile, it will be loading the home screen first. From there, we can go to that any application, whatever you want. Like the similar way, as soon as once you click on this Leads tab, it is opening this first user interface that is called as home screen. This is also called as home page for your Leads tab. For Leads tab, this is a home page. That means a default page. Now, so in this case, whenever we are observing this user interface, in the left panel, okay, there is a component has occupied some space. In the left side, a component has occupied some space. Now, because of that, my user interface is visible from this point over here. The home screen is visible in this particular frame. Okay, now, if you want to create some new lead record, just you can click on new button. Upon click on this new button, a new screen will be getting opened to enter the new lead recorded data. Let's see. As soon as once you click on new button, a form has been opened. But in this case, in the left panel, okay, the left side, there is a component has occupied some space. Because of that, my screen is visible from this particular place. Because of that, my screen is visible like as a bit congested over. In this case, I don't want to start this user interface from this place. I want to occupy the complete browser space to represent my screen so that it will display the user interface very clearly to the customer. So for that reason, whatever the component that we have in the left side, I want to make it hide. I want to make it dockable. Dockable means what? Docking means what? Hiding. I want to make it hide like this. Now, here in the right side, we are having a component. If you want, we can expand. If you don't want, we can collapse. Okay, we can expand it. We can collapse it here. Clear? Like this, I want to make it expand and collapsible over here. So now in this case, how can we customize? Now let's see. So first of all, we have to understand what exactly this component, what is the use of this component here. Okay, now. So now in this left panel, whatever the component that we have, that means whatever the feature that we have, this feature is called as a sidebar. This is called as sidebar component. So now what do you mean by this sidebar component? Sidebar component is going to be representing the recently performed actions, quick actions, and the recycle bin option. Okay. So sidebar is a built-in component given by Salesforce which will represent the recently performed actions, quick actions, and the recycle bin option. That means whatever the records we have created recently, whatever the records we have viewed recently, whatever the records we have modified recently, those records we can see, okay, with the help of this sidebar. And along with that, it provides a recycle bin option. You know, what do you mean by recycle? What do you mean by recycle bin option? Deleted elements will be available. Whatever the records we have deleted from your table, those records will be placing inside recycle bin here. So recycle bin is nothing but a repository which holds all the deleted records. From these tables, if you are deleting some records which are not required for you, So in that case here, Salesforce is storing all the deleted records inside recycle bin. Okay, now, and along with that, we are having quick action. Quick actions means what? Shortcut options. Directly, we can jump into that feature itself over here. So, in order to jump into this particular required screen, we can use the help of this sidebar. So, sidebar will represent the recently performed actions and the quick actions and the recyclable option here. These are the three features are available as part of sidebar component. But by default, sidebar component will be visible in the left panel of your tab's home page. Now, in that case, Salesforce is giving a facility that we can make this a sidebar component as collapsible. We can make it collapse, we can make it expand. If you want collapse, we can collapse it. If you want, we can use it by expanding this. Okay, so that here we are having this sidebar component. Then how can we make this a sidebar collapsible? Okay, now let me show you with the practical here. Okay, understood the concept here? Now, make a note of this one. Sidebar component. Sidebar component. It is a built-in component provided by Salesforce by default, which represents the recently performed actions, quick actions, and recycle bin option. Recycle bin option. By default, sidebar will be visible in the left panel of the tab home page. We can make the sidebar collapsible as below. How can we make this a sidebar collapsible? Now let me explain. Click on Setup menu. Go to the Build menu in the left panel. Click on Customize and expand it. Click on User Interface link. Go to the Sidebar Settings section. Select the checkbox Enable Collapsible Sidebar. And then click on Save button. So this is the navigation we used to follow to make that sidebar collapsible. So from there onwards, sidebar will be visible in the form of collapsible mode. If you want, we can expand. If you don't want, we can collapse it. Done with the navigation? Now. Done with this? Now, let's see. How can we make this a sidebar collapsible? Now, so right now this sidebar is occupying some space in the left panel. Because of that, my user interfaces are visible from this particular point here. So I don't want to display this as sidebar. I want to represent my user interface by occupying the complete browser space so that I can show my screen very clearly to the customers. So that I don't want to represent always. Whenever I want, I will expand, I will use it. If I don't want, I will make it collapse. So just you can click on setup menu. Where is that setup menu? On the top right corner. Just you can go to the top right corner. Yesterday we have discussed the complete overview. All the options we have discussed yesterday. Go to the setup menu on the top right corner. Click on it. Now. So now tell me upon click on this okay, setup menu, how many menu items are visible in the left panel? 4 menu items, right? What are those 4 menu items? Administer, okay. Build, okay, right. Deploy, right. Next.
Monitor.
Monitor, okay. The monitor. These are the 4 options. Okay. Administer, build, deploy, monitor. These are the 4 menus are available in the setup menu over here. Now, when you go to the left panel, go to the setup menu. This is the administer menu that we have, and we have build menu, deploy, and the monitor. Now, go to the build menu. In this build menu, we have the option customize because we are not creating anything new. We are not developing anything new. Just we are going to be customizing the existing one. Initially, we are customizing existing one. Then we will see later how to create by our own, how to create our own applications, how to create our own objects, how to create our own fields, how to create the features. Everything we'll see when moving forward. So I would like to customize the existing features. So click on customize and expand it. Expand it. When you come down to the last of this customize, you will be having a hyperlink called as user interface hyperlink. When you go to that last, you will be having that user interface hyperlink. This is the option. User interface. Now click on this user interface link. Now it is providing all the user interface related settings. That means for your user interface, for your screen, whatever the settings are required, those settings will be getting visible. In this user interface, we are having a section called as sidebar settings section. Go to that sidebar settings section. Here we have a checkbox called as enable collapsible sidebar. Okay, enable collapsible sidebar. Select the checkbox, enable collapsible sidebar, and save the changes back. Select the checkbox, enable collapsible sidebar. Now make it save. Okay, simple concept here. But everything will be navigational. If you know the navigation, then doing the practice, building the features are very, very easy here. If you want to remember the navigation, you have to do the practice. If you do the practice multiple times, then you can remember very easily. You no need to by heart the navigation. That too, by hearting the navigation is very, very difficult. Okay, we can't by heart the things over here. Okay, now Now we have customized the sidebar. Just we can go to the leads tab now. Now tell me, do we have this a sidebar over here? No. So where is the sidebar now? How can we see? Now, here we are having this expand and collapsible option is available here. Just we can expand. Okay, expand that sidebar and we can use it. If we don't want, make it collapsible over here so that we can occupy the complete browser screen. When I click on this a new button, now the complete browser screen will be occupied by my user interface. So that in order to customize the features, okay, we are using this navigations are very very important. That's what here Salesforce is purely practical things. We have to do the practice, but it doesn't require much coding here. For the first 50 days we are not touching even a single line of code. Everything is through mouse clicks. Okay, now clear up to this one. Next one, let's see the concept of record management. Record management. Done with this? Now, record management. Now, now tell me, what did you understood with this word record management? Hmm.
To save
Record
our
management
understanding,
means what? Okay,
to save
creating the
record
record,
our
okay,
understanding.
where inside the object. Okay, object means table because records will be storing where inside the tables. Those tables we are calling as what? Objects. So inside the object we are creating some records here. How to create the records, how to modify the record, how to delete the record, how to restore the record, how to view the record. Now let's see. So record management, that means management is nothing but performing the operations on what? On the records. On the records, generally, what kind of operations we can do? We can create some new record. We can modify the records. We can delete the records. We can view the records. We can restore the records. We can perform all these operations. So, by using this record management feature, we can manage the records inside our Salesforce objects. That is also called as DML operations. That is also called as DML operations over here. Now, it is also called as DML operations. DML means data manipulation language. Data means records. Manipulations means performing the operations like as insert, update, delete, all these things. Now, these are also called as crude operations. Crude operations here. These are also called as crude operations. Crude operations means what? C means create. R means read. That means view. U means update. D means delete. These are called as crude operations here. Okay, create, update, delete, and then view. We can perform all these operations. So these are also called as DML operations simply. Okay, simply we can go with DML operation. This is the general terminology. Crude means it's a general terminology. DML means it's a technical terminology here. As part of Salesforce, we can call it as DML operations. Then how can we create the records, how to modify, how to delete, how to view, how to restore? Now let's see one by one. How can we perform each operation? Now let's see. Now, for example, come to a scenario. Assume that today we are conducting a campaign. Okay. Today we are conducting a campaign in order to promote our business, in order to promote our products, in order to promote our services. So we are offering some set of products, we are offering some set of services. Regarding this new products and the new services, we would like to do the marketing. So that we are conducting a campaign today. Now, during this campaign, few people will show interest in our products. Those people will be called as what? Leads. Right. So now in this case, during our promotion, during that campaign, the people who just showed interest in our product or service, those will be called as lead. So lead is nothing but a person or an organization or a business who just showed interest in my product or service. So in my product or service, the people who just showed interest, those people will be called as leads. Now, so in this case, for example, today we are conducting a campaign. During our campaign, okay, a person showed interest. He is the first person here. He is the first person showed interest. Now tell me, this person will be called as what? Lead. Now tell me, okay, as a marketing person, what we need to do? We have to collect the leads data, right? So that we can contact this lead person, we can follow up with this lead person, we can convert the lead as our customer. Now, in this case, I need to collect this leads data. I want to store inside my application. Now, tell me here, as part of my Salesforce application, in which object you want me to store the leads data? To store the lead records, what is the object we have? Lead object here. Okay, lead object. Lead object will store all the lead records. Now, in this case here, in order to manage the lead records here, in order to manage the lead records, now tell me which tab we have to use now. From this tabs, which tab we need to use to manage the lead records? Leads tab. For each object, we have a separated tab here. Now, click on this leads tab. Now I want to create a new lead record. So that click on new button in order to create a new lead record. As soon as once you click on this new button to create a new lead record, it is providing the screen. Because that already told you, Salesforce is not only offering that okay, platform, they're offering CRM application also. In that CRM application, these features are ready-madely available over here. To manage your sales data, service data, and the marketing data, whatever the features are required, those features are ready-madely available as part of this CRM application. Currently, we are using sales application to manage the sales related data. We are having this features built in. Okay, now. So now as soon as once I click on this new button, now this form has been opened in order to create a new lead record. Now, when you observe this screen here, different types of controls are visible here. Okay, different types of controls. Like we have a text box control. This is also a text box, a text box, a text box. This is called as what? Now, generally this is called as drop down. Okay, in other programming languages, this is called as drop down. But in Salesforce, this is called as pick list option. This is called as pick list control. Pick list control means what? It will populate some list of options from which we can select only one. Okay, we can select only one. We can pick only one, not multiple. So that they have given the name as pick list. Now let's see. Whenever I'm expanding this one, it is populating some set of options. From this one, we can pick only one option over here. We can select only one option. Okay. Now, so in this case here you can raise a question. Sir, by default, they have given some set of options over here, like the web, phone inquiry, partner referral, purchased list, other, like that there are some options are available. Can we modify these options? Whatever the options given by Salesforce, can we customize according to my requirement? Yes. Everything is customizable here. Through mouse clicks, we can customize everything. Whatever the options given by Salesforce by default, from this one, if you don't want some options, you can delete them. If you want to add some more additional options, then we can add also here. All the things will be customizable here. Next. Next, now tell me, this control is of type what? What is this control? Now, this is not the search icon here. Now, this control is called as a lookup control. This icon is called as a lookup icon. This is called as a lookup icon. This is called as a lookup icon here, which is used to select the parents by using the lookup dialog. As soon as once you click on this lookup icon, your dialog box will be getting opened. We can able to select any one of that parent record as well here. Now, next one, we have this pick list control, which is populating a collection of industry details over here. Like as we are having so many industry names are available over here, like as agriculture, apparel, banking, biotechnology, chemicals, communications, like that. So many industry names are populating over here. So now, if you want to remove some of these industry names, we can delete it. If you want to add some more new industry names, we can add them. Everything is customizable here. Next, this is a normal text box. And these are almost text boxes. And then we are having this pick list controls also over here. This is a text area control, which can be expandable. Whenever if you want to enter some large content, like as some address kind of information, description, some comments, we can use this kind of text area control. And then we are having this pick list control here, text area control, a checkbox control. These are already you know. Okay, this kind of controls you have observed in so many applications and so many places. That's what I'm not discussing about these parts. Now, in this case, let's see. Today, I'm creating a new lead record inside my lead object here. Okay, today, I'm creating a new lead record inside my lead object. Lead object means what? Lead table. As soon as once you click on the new button on the tab home page, now it is providing the new lead form, which is used to create a new lead record. Now it is providing so many text boxes, which is controls, lookup controls also, text area controls, so many controls are visible. Now tell me what each control represents. What each text box represents, what each pick list control or lookup control represents what exactly it is. Hmm. What exactly each control represents over here. Hmm. Sorry, anything, whatever you know, it may be right or wrong. Don't worry. No, when you include all the things, then it will be called as a record. Hmm. Now, let me explain a small scenario. For example, assume that I have a customer object. Yesterday, we have designed this. In order to store my customers' data, I'm using this customer table here. This is a customer table. In this customer table, we are having these columns: customer code, customer name, phone number, and then email ID. Okay, now. So in this case, once the table is ready, how to create the record in the table? We need one user interface, right? We need some screen. So that we are designing a screen also. Yesterday we have discussed that part. So this is the screen which I have designed. So this is the screen which I have designed. I have designed the screen. This is the user interface. In this user interface, I will enter some data here. Now, upon creating the record, we need to pass customer code, customer name, phone number, email ID. Now, while creating a new record, if you want to enter this data, then we need some text boxes, right, on the screen. Yes, we have placed this text boxes. To enter the customer code, one text box, Customer name, one more text box. Contact number, one more text box. Email ID, one more text box. So, four text boxes I have placed. Now, today I'm creating a new record. For example, I'm filling up the data over here. I'm filling up the data. I'm creating a new record over here. Now today we got a customer. Customer code is, for example, C50012. This is the customer code. Now the customer name is, for example, Ram Kumar. Contact number, some value. Email ID, some ram.k@some gmail.com. This is the email ID. So I have entered some values in the text boxes. After entering the data, when you click on save button, what will happen now? Right. It will create a new record inside my table. As soon as once you click on save button, a new record will be creating in the table here. That means what? Whatever the data we have entered in this customer code text box, this value will be storing inside, okay, code text column. Now this data will be storing inside name column. This data will be storing inside phone column. This data will be storing inside email ID column. That means whatever the data we have entered, this data will be storing inside this table columns. That means what? Each text box is linked with a column in the table automatically. So that means this each text box, whatever we have, these controls are representing columns of your table here. Now, like this is the customer code column. This is the customer name column. This is the phone number column. This is the email ID column over here. So now in this case, whatever the text boxes that we have, whatever the visual appearance controls we have, whatever the pick list controls we have, whatever the checkbox controls we have, whatever the lookup controls that we have, all these controls are representing, or these are nothing but the columns inside the table. So customer code is a column, name is a column, contact number is a column, email ID is a column. These are all are representing columns of the table. Clear? Understood the concept here? Now let's come to our object now. Let's see. These are all are what? These are all are columns of my which table? Lead table. Okay, lead table. This is a new lead record. So in the lead table we have these columns: lead owner column, salutation column, first name column, last name column, company column, title, lead source, company, so the campaign, industry, annual revenue, phone, mobile, fax, email, website, status, rating, number of employees. These are all are columns of the table. Understood the concept here? So whatever the visual appearance controls that we have on the screen, each and every text box, each and every pick list, each and every lookup control, each and every checkbox is indicating these are the columns inside the table here. Okay? Now, next. Now tell me, when you observe these text boxes, now these two text boxes are visible with red color bar symbol. What it means? What is the indication here? This is what required information. That means what? Mandatory. Okay, mandatory. These are mandatory columns here. So we have to pass last name compulsorily, company name also compulsorily, lead status also compulsory. These are mandatory. Generally, when you go to other programming languages, mandatory fields will be visible with that red color star symbol. But in Salesforce Classic, only in Salesforce Classic, mandatory columns are visible with the help of red color bar symbol over here. When you go to the Lightning experience, it will show the red color star symbol only here. Okay, red color star symbol in Lightning. In Classic part, it will show with the red color bar symbol here. Okay, the red color bar symbol is indicating this is a mandatory field. Compulsorily, we have to supply the value here. So it is indicating the legend symbol also. Red color bar symbol indicates it's the required information. Clear? Now. So now I would like to create a new lead record inside my table here. Now, for example, today a new lead has been visited my campaign. Assume that he is the lead person here. Now I'm selecting the salutation, like as Mr., Miss, Mrs., so many options. I'm selecting this person here, Mr. Now, can you give me your name? Praveen. Okay, right. Now I'm giving that first name. First name as some Praveen. Last name, for example, I'm giving like as Kumar. Assume that his lead person name is Praveen Kumar. So I have filled up the data. Here I'm collecting the first name of the lead person, last name. Company. I'm entering the company name as, for example, he is working in some cognizant technology. Now, title. He is a senior developer. I'm giving the title. That means a designation. He is a senior developer. Lead source. That means how we have captured this lead. Now this lead we have captured through phone inquiry here. Okay, phone inquiry. Now campaign, we no need to enter anything, just you can leave it because it's not mandatory. Industry. This person is working in a software company here. That means in Cognizant. No, it's an IT industry. So we are selecting as technology. Because we don't have the option, software option is not available here. So that I would like to select the option. Now we are selecting technology. Annual revenue. His revenue is some 21 lakhs per annum. Phone number. I'm giving the phone number here. I'm entering the phone number. Mobile number. Fax number. Now, email ID. I'm giving the email ID as some praveen.kumar at the rate some gmail.com. Website. He don't have any, his personal website is not available. So we are giving as a gmail.com. Lead status. Already it is having the option open, not contacted. Rating. We are giving the rating for this particular lead person. As part of rating, we have three options are available: hot, warm, and the cold. Now tell me generally in this case here, whenever we are giving the rating, we are having high, medium, low. This is the rating we are going to offer. The same options are given by Salesforce with a different terminology like as hot, warm, and the cold. Hot means high, warm means medium, cold means low. Okay, this is the terminology difference. If you want to continue with this same three options, hot, warm, and the cold, we can continue. If you don't want to use this one, we can raise a question, sir, my customers are okay, not much educated people. So if I'm offering these options hot, warm, cold, definitely those people will get confused. They don't know what is hot, warm, cold. They can understand high, medium, low. They can understand very easily. I want to change it. We can modify that values also. Okay. Now, how to do them, we'll see one by one. When moving forward, I will show you. Now I'm giving some heart rating for this lead person here. Now this person is purchasing some more number of products here. He is very much interested in our products, so that I'm giving high rating. Next. Now we are specifying that address information, street. He is staying in a location here. Flat number some 406. Now some Sai Dhamam apartments. Some Sai Dhamam apartments. Some Srinagar colony. Srinagar colony. Some road number 3. City, some Hyderabad. Postal code 500 some 021. State, some Telangana. Country, some India. I have entered this details over here. Next, which product he is interested here? In which product he is interested? Whether he is interested in a laptop or desktop or a projector or printer or what? Which product he is interested here? Now we can select. By default, Salesforce is populating some set of options like as GC Power 1000 series, 3000 series, 5000 series. Now in future, I will show you how can we remove these options, how to add our own product names like as a laptop, desktop, mobile, printer, how to add our own options. I will show you practically one by one when moving forwards. Now, right now, I would like to select the product name here, GC 1000 series. Okay, clear up to this one? Now, now in this case here, I don't want to enter the remaining values here. Those are not related to my business. I'm not going to be entering this data. We can leave it, no issues. Now click on save button. But whenever we are filling up this data, please make sure that compulsorily we have to pass the value for mandatory field. But the remaining fields, it's your choice. If you want, we can enter. If you don't want, leave it. No problem also. Okay. Once you have entered the data, click on
Oh,
save button. With these details, a new lead record will be created by Salesforce. So now here in this case, I would like to save this record over here. Click on save button. Now a new lead record has been created successfully over here. Okay, with the name Mr. Praveen Kumar. Just you would like to hide that field. Okay, now a new lead record has been created by Salesforce over here. These are the details. Okay, this is a Praveen Kumar lead, and this is the name of the person here, first name and the last name, company name, title, lead source, industry, annual revenue, address, phone number, fax number, and everything. Whatever the data we have entered, with the data, a new lead record has been created successfully. Clear? This is how we can create the new lead records inside your lead object. Like the similar fashion, we can create account record also, contact records also, opportunity records also, everything we can create. Okay? Understood the concept now? Next. Now, let's go back to my leads tab here. When I go to the leads tab, I can see the recently created lead record over here. This is the lead record which we have created just now. We can see the lead record. If you want to see this lead details, then what we can do now? I want to see the complete details of this person. Just you can click on lead person name. Just you can click on the name. Automatically, the record will be getting opened for you. We can see the details over here. Okay? Clear? Now, next. So now tell me in this case, once a lead record has been created, in future, can we modify the lead data? Yes. At any point of time, we can modify the lead record details. For example, recently lead person has a change his mobile number. Recently, he has relocated from Hyderabad from Srinagar colony to some Kondapur. Or recently, he relocated from Hyderabad to Bangalore. In this case here, he changed his address. Then how can we modify these details over here? How to modify these record values? For example, I want to modify this lead person's title as some technical lead, annual revenue value as some 25 lakhs. I want to modify. Then what can I do now? How to modify? Click on edit button. Now, whenever we are updating the records, we have two ways are available in Salesforce. Upon modifying the records, we have two ways are available. First one, by using this edit button. First one, by using edit button. Second one, with the help of inline editing feature. Second one, with the help of inline editing feature. So what do you mean by this inline editing feature? I will show you practically one by one. First, I will show you how to modify through edit button. Then I will show you how to use inline editing feature as well. Both I will show you one by one. Now I would like to modify the title, designation, and the annual revenue. Click on edit button. Now the record will be visible in editable format. Now you can make the changes whatever you want. I'm changing his title from senior developer to technical lead. I'm changing his annual revenue from 21 lakhs to 26 lakhs. Okay, I'm updating these values also here. Whatever the values you want, we can make the changes over here. Once you are done, then click on save button. So we can save these changes back to the database. Now it will be updating the record back to the database. Now we can see the title as a technical lead, annual revenue value has been updated as 26 lakhs. Clear? Understood the concept now? Now, this is one way. In order to modify the records, we are using the straightforward edit button. Now, second one I will show you by using inline editing feature. Now observe this one here. Whenever if you want to modify this record value, I want to change this phone number and then fax number here. These two I would like to modify. In this case, in order to modify this value, we no need to click on this edit button. Why? When I click on the edit button, whole screen will be visible in editable format over here. The complete screen is visible in editable format to make the changes. So I don't want to put more load on the Salesforce server. I don't want to represent the whole user interface in editable format. I want to show only those two text boxes in editable format. For that reason, just we can use the help of a feature called as inline editing feature. Now, then how can we do that? When you place the mouse pointer on this particular controls, it is showing a pen symbol here. It is showing a pen symbol. Now the pen symbol is indicating what? Pen is for what? Writing. That means writable. This is writable. This is editable. So if you want to modify that field, then we can able to double click on this here. I want to modify the phone. Now here it is also showing like as a pen symbol. So these are all are the editable. When you go to some fields here, this is a field here. Now this is indicating a lock symbol. That means this is a read only. This cannot be editable over here. When you place the mouse pointer on this last modified by also, it is also showing a lock symbol. That means not editable. This is a locked field which can't be editable here. Now, so I want to modify the phone field. Just you can go to the phone field, double click on this. Now, go to this phone field, double click on this. Now, the phone field is in editable format. Make the changes whatever you want. I'm giving that value here. I'm giving this value. I'm giving the new value over here. I want to change the fax number also. Double click on this. We can make the changes. Now, I'm giving this new value. If you want to modify that industry also, just you can change this. Select the value, for example, manufacturing. Okay, these are the values which we have modified. Now it is clearly indicating that with some orange color, whatever the values we have modified, these are visible with orange color. That means what? These values are modified in the user interface level, but these are not updated back to the database. So please save these changes back to the database by using save button here. Okay, that's what it is showing with orange color symbol here. Now click on save button. Now these values will be updating back to your database. So the record has been updated. Industry is showing like as manufacturing. Fax number also updated. Phone number also updated. So these are the two ways are available to modify the records. We can use the edit button. Second one, we can use inline editing feature as well. Okay, clear? Now, next, third one. For example, so now whatever the record that I have created right now, I don't want this record, I want to delete it. Can we delete the record? Yes. How? Open the record, right? Just you can click on the record name. Record has been opened. Click on delete button. Just you can click on delete button in order to remove the record here. Click on delete. Now it is asking for the confirmation. Are you sure you want me to delete the record or not? Yes. Click on OK button. Record will be deleted here. So my record has been deleted. Clear? This is how we can create, we can modify, we can delete the record. Now tell me, I have a small question. Whenever I'm deleting the record from the object, will the record will be deleted permanently from my Salesforce object? Or do we have any chance to restore it back? Yes. Now,
This will
where
be
this record will
recyclable.
be? Recycle bin. Where is the recycle bin option? Sidebar. Now, where is the sidebar?
Sidebar.
Just you can expand this
You have to
sidebar.
click on
Click on recycle bin. Okay, click on recycle bin. Now, click on recycle bin. Now we can see this record here. See, it is indicating that now this is a record, which is a lead record deleted by so and so user on so and so date and so time. It is clearly indicating the date and time also on which it has been deleted. Can I restore this record back? Yes. How can we do that? Select this checkbox, click on and delete button here. Okay. Now, so the deleted records will be available inside the recycle bin. Now here in the interview point of view, they will raise a question. It's a common question in every interview and in admin certification 201 also. So whatever the records we have deleted, those records will be available inside the recycle bin. Then how long time these records will be available in recycle bin? How long time?
15 days.
Hmm.
15 days.
Generally, when you go to your Gmail application, your deleted emails will be available inside the trash folder or bin folder. How many days? 30 days. But in Salesforce, deleted records will be available inside the recycle bin for 15 days. 1 5. Okay, 1 5. It's a common question in every interview, in every admin certification 201. Deleted records will get existed in the recycle bin for 15 days. Now, within these 15 days, at any point of time, we can bring the record back to the actual object also. We can restore the record back to the actual object also. Now, suppose if we did not restore the record, then if we did not restore the record back to the object, then
It
automatically
will be that
deleted. That means
permanent.
the records which are older than 15 days, the records which are older than 15 days inside the recycle bin, those records will be deleting by Salesforce permanently without giving any prior notification. Without giving any prior notification, Salesforce will delete those records permanently from your Salesforce org. From there, we can't get it back. There is no such options to get those records back again. Okay, so that the deleted records will be available in recycle bin for the next 15 days. Okay, now I want to restore this record back to the actual object. Select the record which you want to restore, click on undelete button. As soon as once you click on undelete button, record has been restored back to the actual object. When I go to the leads tab, now we can see my lead record, that is Praveen Kumar. So we can see the data, we can modify, we can do the operations, whatever we want. Okay. This is how we can create, we can modify, we can delete, we can restore the records back to that actual object. Okay. This is how we can perform the record management operations. Okay. Clear up to this one? Now, next one. Then how can we see the records available inside my object here? In order to see the records, we have two ways are available. First one, we have recent records section. There is a section. Second one, we have enhanced list view control. This is a control. It's the most important feature here. These are the two controls. We have enhanced list view control. We have recent records section. Two features are available. What exactly these two features, how to use them, how to customize, everything we'll see in tomorrow's session. In tomorrow's session, we'll see how can we use this, okay, recent leads records, how to customize this section, and what is this enhanced list view, how to customize, how to add our own list view options or filters. Okay, we'll see one by one with the practical. Okay, clear? Now, so do the practice on these features today here. How to customize the tabs, how can we customize the sidebar, how to manage the records. Do the practice on these features today. Tomorrow I will show you how can we implement these functionalities also. Okay. Now, thank you. Thanks for your time.